Hello, Captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the Flight Show. Once again, I know it's been a while since you've seen my posts. It has just been incredibly busy. Recently promoted to the head of the physics program here at my university, so take my entire teaching load and then put that job on top of it, and you kind of understand why you haven't seen me in a while. But enough of that. This is a Saturday night, and I just kind of wanted to do something for myself. So, of course, we're going to get a flight in here, and we're going to be using a new program. I think you've seen me model FS Pro, or should I say FS Flight First Officer. I think it's the formal name of it. I got to look on my menu up here because I know I'm messing it up. The formal name of the program is Flight Simulation First Officer. Well, they have a pro version now. What is attempting to download has failed due to a temporary internet issue. I don't know what that is. You can close this at any time. Thanks. That's my Active Sky. But now they have a pro version, which is actually works much more interactively with aircraft, and it even can work with the PMDG. So we have a flight in my pilot's life. Hey, look, I got an offer from United Airlines, so I'm back with them. You knew I was flying with Delta, but they were paying me like maybe, I don't know, $7,000, $20,000 more. So I took the job with United. So we're back with United, looking forward to it. And now we have a flight to Aruba from Chicago O'Hare. So let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? Now I have my, first officer down here. And I guess you'll want to see what I'm doing in case you want to use this program. So I'm going to leave it up here for the moment. And we're going to go ahead and do this. So let's get our pre-flight flow going.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Good afternoon. And so while he's getting his pre-flight flow, he'll actually start to do things like turn on stuff. Now, I'm not entirely sure everything will be turned on. Okay, setting the parking brake. My parking brake was already on, so no need to do that. But we are in the cockpit, so let's go ahead and hit the nav on, nav lights, so that they know that we are in the cockpit. You can see that it is snowing in Chicago right now. I believe it's snowing in Chicago actually right now. So, great. And I'm going to take a liberty, not knowing what he's going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and make some stuff happen. So, let's go ahead and turn on the APU. So that we can get that started. And if we look outside, the APU door has opened, so that'll be starting up in just a second. And once we get some power going in here, we can go ahead and put on external power. Or I might just leave it on the APU, I don't know. But all of that said, we got to get power, so let's do that. And as a matter of fact, we are also going to use let's see, where is it? Yes, we're also going to use our PACX that I have demoed for you in our previous video. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to start a flight, career mode. Oh my gosh, I forgot I'm with another airline now. So it's still me. I'm just going to do this. I'm just letting them know I'm with this airline. Because these aren't meant to work together. So I'm just going to keep my career going, So we're going to be going from ORD, and we're going to arrive in TNCA. Flight number is going to be 1563. Cruising altitude is 35,000 feet. The flight time, I forgot what this flight time was. Okay, I'm going to pause this and find out what it is. Okay, so I found out that it is going to be 4 hours. So I need to really say 4 hours and 38 minutes. 4 hours. No, sorry, 40 hours and 43 minutes. At our time until takeoff, I'm going to say it's going to be a total of 50, though you may not have to sit through all of that. And we will be flying, though this is not what I think normally lands here, but I wanted to fly this. We're going to do a 777-300. And my PACX, if I look at my flight plan here, is 539. I don't even go up that high. What variant are they talking about? So we'll just say a full flight. Now, I'm not going to hit this yet because we're not ready to board. Okay, so we now have power. I am going to go ahead. Let's see. Ground connections. That is set. And so we should have ground power out there. No, ground power is not going on. Go back here. Oh, removed. Sorry. Alright, so they are available, so I can go ahead and turn that off. Okay, so since I've established power, it says here 108 seconds to establish power. I'll just say control to skip. Hold control to skip. Alright. I will hold control. Continue pre-flight flow. So you handle all that good stuff while I get to work over here. So the fuel for our flight is going to be 102,327 pounds of fuel. And our zero fuel weight is going to be, that'll adjust our payload, 474.9. So that gives us that. That takes care of all that good stuff. And now I can get to this. All right. So we'll just put this in as our GPS. And we are at KORD. Now we'll load our flight plan. TNCA.
You can program the CEO now.
I'm already on that. Thanks. 01.
Alright, I'm going to go complete the walk around now.
Thank you. You go handle that. And I am on United Airlines. And that is 1563. This is, or it should be an actual flight, 1563. Alright, and since we've loaded our flight plan, we can go ahead and do our sit and star. Now, I prepared this for departing on runway 28 right, but the wind is completely in the opposite direction, so we'll be taking off from 10 left. Because I made this flight plan a while ago. Alright, so we're taking off from 10 left, and there is no SID. And then when we are arriving, we're going to just assume that you're going to arrive at this runway, which is 11. So we'll say Z. Right? And let's you don't see it. I'm off. I'm going to load my flight plan on my EFB. Not the one that's due for the update for the 777. I'm talking about by Avlasoft. And that's going to help me visualize what my arrival is. So let's see. I'm arriving on 11Z. And so since I'm coming in from the northeast per se, or the north, okay, we'll just say Kissa 2A as our star. So Kissa 2A. Excellent. And I don't even think I need to change the transition. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that and say sync. Great. All right. So that being said, activate. Now we may have a discontinuity, so let's take a quick look. Yep. And we'll close that at the Bronx. Everything else should be... Oh, we got one more. Okay. Anything else like that we'll handle when the time comes. Alright, so he is out for his walk around, so I can continue on. 0 fuel weight. And we'll say 5,000 pound reserve. And our cruising altitude is flight level 350. And I calculated our flight index, our cost index at 40. And we'll be doing a D-rated takeoff. So center of gravity, and we'll take off at flaps 5. All right. We are good to go as far as I'm concerned. So I'll bring you back when he's back in the aircraft, okay? Okay, so there are things to set up. Looking at the configuration, I don't see anything I need. These are callouts. I'm going to leave these callouts because I'm not using, FS Crew. So I think all of this is fine. I'm just going to go to briefing. Now, this is where I want to be because I need to put in this information. We'll have flights 5, D-rated takeoff, PACX will be on, anti-ice. You know what? I think we're going to have our ice on because it's snowing outside. And then our V-speeds, as you can see, are 156. Our rotate is V61. And V2 is 171. And that will be taking off import flight plan. There we go. So we got that. And now we're taking off from 10 left. And our approach... We don't know what our VREF is, but we do know we're coming in on 11. And it is a star, and we will be landing at flaps 30. And it's a shorter runway, so I think we're going to be on auto brake 4. Alright, so I think we're good. Alright, I think that's everything. Alright, so we got that taken care of. As you can see, it's 161 seconds until walk around is done. We can do control to skip. So I'm going to hold control down to skip.
We're ready to go. Hope the weather doesn't get any worse.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, he knew about the weather. That's pretty cool. All right. So we're going to go ahead at this point and say that our flight attendants were ready to do this, and we're going to use our Wi-Fi equipped and EFA system. So they are boarding. And we will use our GSX to model this in real life. United. All right, so let me get on those doors. They've got work to do. All right, I'll leave that there. No big deal. I didn't really the
monitor radar display.
as you can see, I'm having a little issue with my jetways with Sodi. Sodi's been acting crazy. So we're just going to let that go. Now he's performing his test, which is pretty cool. So this Pro is pretty seemingly pretty robust. But okay, while all of that is going on, I'm going to pause this and we'll be back in a little bit.
TCAS test pass.
Now, I don't particularly know when it happened, but I noticed that the first officer has set the V2 speed. I think that this would be our formal heading, and it already set the altitude because I didn't do that. So, okay, first officer, good job, Pro, doing its thing. I gotta give it props for that. All right, we'll bring you back. Now, I thought I would just bring over here and take a look at our boarding process. I have it on really high, so that's going to reduce the time it takes to board. But the idea that they're moving that that fast, kind of bothers me, so I might put it on realistic. But the one thing is they move incredibly slow, which, you got to go through the aisles, but more people could be coming through the aisles simultaneously. Sometimes there's just like a literal line going down the aisle. So I don't mind the slow speed, but I do believe that more people could be filling that aisle as you're filling up the airplane. That little part bothers me. And let's see, can I scroll over here? Yeah. So just thought I'd show you that of the PACX version or part of this flight. All right, I'll bring you back in a little bit. We got 43 minutes, so I think one thing is going to happen is we're not going to leave late, which is good. Okay, so I'm going to check with the flight attendants to see where we are in terms of boarding.
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything. On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find the seat,
So 16 minutes. Now see, how do I know how long it's going to take them to load the airplane? So we're going to end up leaving early, but that will make them very happy.
Please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave exit seating responsibilities in the car in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can use the seat. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
All right, so I'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, so we're about a minute away from departure, so we should hear her making an announcement very soon.
We're ready to go when you are.
All right. So if that's the case, we'll go ahead and...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1563. Our flight time will be roughly 4 hours and 43 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked
Pre-flight
for
checklist.
departure. Cabin crew to doors
Oxygen.
for departure.
Tested.
Flight instruments.
Heading set. Altitude set.
Docking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Checklist complete.
All right, so he's starting the APU. Sweet. Be about 57 seconds there until it's ready. I won't skip that. I'll let it go because I don't know if I skip it, will that still mean the PMDG aircraft will skip it as well, or what have you. So let's just let it roll while we take a look at some other things just to make sure they're right. So we have that, so we can move on to, let's see, can I get over here? All that's been taken care of. All right, so we next in our checklist, which it initiated because I didn't do it, so totally cool. Right, 9 seconds, and we should see the APU on. Okay, he put us on the APU, so that's cool. So just checking the hydraulic panel. Yep, turn on all the good stuff. Since it's snowing, it even turned on the wipers. Wow, pretty cool. All right, and we are on the APU. So I am going to go ahead and tell GSX to push back. Do we want the de-icing to come out? Yeah, why not? They are on their way. I can't do anything with the jetways. Something's up. I gotta work on the SODI. Ah, here's the ice truck. Excellent. We'll do type 1, default.
Begin treatment now.
right, handling the wings. Get her done. Get her done. You know, it's like I could sit here and just, you know, lament over this. If that's the right word, I think it is. But you know, there's a lot going on with Flight Sim right now. You know, there's everything moving towards, well, not moving towards, but expanding to include, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is, you know, slowly but surely getting more and more support, which I'm looking forward to. But until this time, I'm still a huge fan of Prepar3D V5. And we'll see, you know, how things go. I don't see any reason why I would abandon it unless these aircraft by the third parties start going to Microsoft Flight Simulator and, you know, they're everything in terms of what they offer in terms of prepared. So it should be interesting. But nevertheless, we're still jamming on here. Plus, hadn't mentioned this, but if you noticed in the comments, I have upgraded my CPU. I am now running an i7 I think it's a 10,700K.
Yes. Fluid time 1. Concentration 75%. I'm disconnected. Good day.
All right. So getting a little bit better performance now. Have I optimized it? No. So is this running at the best? The optimization is not my strongest suit. Right now I just am running it with a little bit better performance. I haven't even overclocked it yet. So this is the first time I'm flying a video while utilizing this new CPU. So let's see how that goes. Now, if any of you... Oh, we got a little bit of free... Okay, it unfroze. Now, many of you might be like, well, what'd you do with your other motherboard and CPU? I took that and built another gaming computer and made that into a gaming/work computer because I always got tired of taking off all the peripherals if I wanted to play some other game like American Truck Simulator. So now I got a gaming computer for that and an ultra-wide monitor for that. Plus, that ultra-wide monitor is so smooth to do my work on. But instead of it being this brand, it's a Samsung. I threw out the extra $100.
We're ready for pushback.
Excellent. So now he's going to get off and do his thing.
Locking gear.
Let's see. We want nose right, tail left.
Archer check. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brake off.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Okay, so we can at least do our checklist.
Before start checklist, flight deck door,
Closed and locked.
passenger signs,
On.
MCP, V2171, heading 9er, 2, altitude 35000, takeoff speed, V1156, VR161, V2171,
Set.
CDU pre-flight,
Completed. Trim. Set.
taxi and takeoff briefing,
Completed.
beacon light,
On.
checklist complete.
In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence.
Man, wait till I get this thing optimized and overclocked. But it's looking good now.
Exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, hold the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind the head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, turn your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you to release it. In the unlikely event of a water leak, a life vest is located in the pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Hold the strap tightly. To replace the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouth used for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, repeat procedures.
Now this is really just a test run to see how all these things work together and with my new CPU. When I'm really throwing everything at it, I will also throw in ATC or do it on VATSIM, one or the other. That is something I have not done recording, and so that's taking it to the next level. Looking forward to it. And by the way, my Bravo Quadrant by Honeycomb has been ordered. I did not pre-order it. There's just so much other things going on that I had to deal with. But it is ordered and it should be here in mid-February. So of course I'll be doing a review and showing how it works with my particular setup. I am so excited. Can't wait to get it. All right.
Parking brake on.
I'm waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
All right, let's do these engines.
Starting engine 2.
And engine 2 is starting. Okay, got to give this first officer some credit. I like it. Now, I'm not using the verbal version of this just yet. Meaning, how do I say this? I'm not using voice commands. This is almost like using FS Crew push button. I haven't had time to really learn the terminologies for it. I got to print out the manuals and stuff. But for initial demo, I'm impressed. And you don't have to buy one for each individual aircraft. So I'll probably still do the FS Crews, but I will definitely use this for the crew planes that FS Crew doesn't support, like Captain Sims 767, 757, and ooh, I can't wait to use it on an ATR. Oh, my ATR 72, because you know I love flying the ATR 72. And I can use this with that. Sweet! Oh my gosh. 2021 is going to be an exciting year for flight simming. Not only just for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but just in prepared and using this with my other aircraft, like the turboprops. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait to do some videos with that. Just got to plan ahead so that my time is budgeted properly. And I am going to need
We're ready for
to...
departure.
That's great. We're almost started here. Alright, so we're good.
Engine 1 cut out.
I do not know why those engines were like full throttle, because my thing was not at full throttle, but we brought it down. No problem. We'll pretend that didn't happen. All right, so we have good engine start, so let's go ahead and tell GSX that we are good to go.
All engines stable.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put us on flaps 5. I don't know if he's going to or not, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, he's turned on the taxi lights. I didn't do that, so that's fine.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypassing and removing.
And now we can look forward to taxiing to 10 left. Okay. I have no idea where my mouse is. What screen is it on? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, he's waving goodbye. Taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist. Anti-ice.
Set.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
RTO.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Cleared.
Checklist complete.
Okay,
Brake off.
let's get out of here. Okay, so I put the flaps down. I guess since I had them down, he put them back up. But that's okay. No worries. We fixed that. Get my mouse out the screen. Little freeze there. So cold and lonely in Chicago, but I love it. Okay, I'll bring you back when we get closer to the runway.
Nothing that we anticipate will delay our departure. So for now, just sit back, relax. We'll be in the air shortly.
So I have to say that this looks really dramatic. You know, the heavy snowfall, taxiing to our proper runway. All right, we're going to be taking a right here and moving over to taxiway Lima. update for 777 should be coming out very soon. When I looked on FS Elite, they said it would be either latter January or early February, and for all I know, it's already out. I'll have to go to the operations manual. Ooh, a car's coming. Pretend that's not there. I have to go to the operations office or operations app to see if there's an update that has been released, so I am looking forward to that. Alright, bringing the throttles back. Yeah, I kind of noticed why that's disappearing right there. Don't know why, but, well, it's alright. We caught up to it. We're good. Just notice how the world disappears into the distance. That just reminds me at home on some heavy snowfalls. I'd be outside just chilling in the park area, sitting on a bench, wrapped up, bundled, but just, I don't know. It's always just, as I've mentioned in many videos before, wintertime, particularly in Chicago, just brings back beautiful memories for me. So it's kind of, it's dramatic. But okay, we're going to go ahead. Well, there's no planes in front of us, so we're going to be turning very soon. We're almost at the runway. And we'll do our checklists. Okay, we're going to turn here. Now slow it down. Remembering that our wheel is recessed behind us. So this should be actually a pretty good turn. Let's go ahead and give her some throttle.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Set.
Checklist complete. Left headed, prepare for takeoff.
Okay, it's handling the lights, as you can see if you look in the left corner there on our little display. So we're just going to pretend that they gave us clearance. Alright. We're going to arm the LNAV and the VNAV. We're lined up. Alright, take off.
Speed aligned.
Checked.
Knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
V2. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Bio here. Flaps up.
Flaps 1. Flaps up. Acceleration altitude.
Okay. We're going to pull our nose up a little bit because we're going over 250 knots. Breaking the law here, so I'll pull the nose up to bleed off some speed. There we go. No problem. Just flying using our flight director. Hold our nose a little high. There we go. Alright, turn off windshield wipers. And I'm just going to fly it myself. I mean, after all, what fun is letting the computer do it all the time? Bring the nose down so we can accelerate. Excellent. And what, real quick, is there outside? Nothing but clouds. But we are flying out of here like a bat out of hell. All right.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up. No lights.
Checklist complete.
Okay, we are above that cloud cover. Okay, I'm gonna have to say that this Pro is worth the money. I think I paid $37 for it. No buyer's remorse whatsoever.
As a reminder, please don't fasten while you are seated and do not congregate in the galley for near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard
Passing
Wi-Fi.
10,000
If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a
All right, turn on the autopilot.
Command A on. Command B on.
To our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Okay, so we are now well on our way to Aruba. So,
When has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You cannot have to move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you receive unexpected turbulence.
okay, so I will bring you back a little, well after top of climb, see how far we've made it. But I'm excited to finally be getting this video posted. All right, see you in a little bit. Well, we've made quite a bit of headway. We've been flying for about 2 hours. I haven't even time accelerationed. But as you see, we have some nice, beautiful skies after leaving the basically proverbial blizzard of Chicago. So it looks nice. I think what I'll do, since we have a minute, is let's go ahead and put in our V-speed. We have a ways to go, but we're going to go ahead and put this in now. So we have our V-speed, and we can start setting up here. Our V-speed is going to be, what is that, 147. And that's runway 11. Auto brake 4. Minimum's 200. Looks like we're good to go. All right, close that. That's all taken care of. And let's take a look at our legs. All right, let's see, 140. What did we say? Go back over here. 147 plus 5, so we'll say 112, 152. coming a little hot. I'm gonna have to stop that. You know, that's why we're gonna have our auto brake a little high. But all right, we're a little over halfway there, so I'll see you when it's time for our descent. Okay, we are almost at top of descent, so we're going to go ahead and hit our descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Recall.
And I am going to reset our altitude.
Check. Notes. Check. Auto brakes.
Set.
Landing data. Check. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Checklist complete.
When did the tail strike come from? I know you were like, well, you were so busy looking out of the wing, but that warning didn't even come off. Oh well, I'm not even going to worry about it. We're just having fun here today. I'm just happy to be posting. We'll do it by the numbers another time. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, we way messed that up. Never mind. See, does it automatically engage it? Nope. So we will do it ourselves. Let's take a look at our crew and passengers. 95% happy. Expected arrival in 51 minutes. We're going to beat that. Let's see here. Our ETA is 23 minutes. So we're going to beat that by a little over 30. So I think what we'll do is we'll message everyone. Ahead of schedule. Let's just say if we're on time, we're landing in 23 minutes. So let's just say moderately. Alright, so far so good. I'm going to bring you all back a little bit later, so you don't have to just watch this. Although I will share with you a few beautiful visuals. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes.
You are complete for future waiting for presentation upon arrival.
So you caught the tail end of the announcement by the flight attendant that we're almost at our destination. That'll work. Let's see here. Although we're going to drop this to 180. And we'll make this 210. There we go. All right, see you in a few minutes. So it seems we can turn off our anti-ice. Let's see. Under heat. I completely forgot where it was. Not even gonna try to fake it. Let's see.
Transition altitude.
Excellent. You handle that. I know it's staring me right in the face. You know, I think that's the announcement for the first officer, of which I should have. When I was using the light version, I had omitted that because I had the, you know, the announcements from just forgetting acronyms all left and right. PACX. I had the, you know, announcements for that. But I see I didn't turn it off for the new one because I just like downloaded and installed it the other day. Completely forgot, but we'll roll with it. It's been a decent flight, other than a, you know, tire pressure and a tail strike that showed up out of nowhere. But we'll roll with that because I'm just happy to be here. All right, I'll bring you back in a moment. Now our auto descent has us going a little bit low, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little spacing to bleed off some altitude. And essentially what we're going to do is come all the way around one time. And that should give us enough time to bleed off some altitude and come on in. Not sure why that was an issue, but we're just going to roll with it.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat, fasten your seatbelt.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Excellent.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat cushion. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Water looks beautiful. All right, now we appear to be on task in terms of altitude.
LDAV on.
Right, now we should descend. There we go. Should have set this a while ago, but we're just going to roll with it.
Glide slope alive.
Excellent. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring back our throttles. You can slow down or you can come down, but you can't do both. Not in this plane. All right. By no means textbook, but I'm having fun, and that's really all I wanted. All right, air brakes off.
Speed brake on.
Excellent. You'd think we'd be coming in at this at like a 45-degree angle, but this is the actual star, so we're just going to go with it. When I say 45 degrees, I mean with relation to the runway, but we're going to pull this off, because that's just what we do. All right, let's bring this down to 180. And then we will turn on to final. Gear down.
Landing gear down.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 15.
Even better. Arm the localizer. Arm approach. Alright, we're going to go ahead.
Flaps 20.
And come to VREF.
Landing checklist. Speed brake. Armed. Landing gear. Down. Flat.
Set.
Checklist complete. Let it hit. Prepare for landing.
2500.
Well, we left during a blizzard. We are arriving in beautiful Caribbean weather. Almost there. Runway in sight. My aircraft.
Command A off. Command B off.
Alright, I am now in control of the aircraft and we are bringing it in. Alright. Set missed approach altitude. 4,000. So far, so good. From a distance, this looks like a very rich scenery. This is payware. I don't remember when I bought it, but I did check and I knew I had it. I don't know if I think I've mentioned it in videos that I've had before. How I buy airports. A pilot's life has helped, because what I would do is if I had a flight to a destination where I didn't have the airport, that was my motivation to buy it, especially if I was going to film it, because I didn't want to just fly into a generic airport. So it kind of got me into buying airports I probably wouldn't have thought of, because I just didn't know much about them. And it's for the show, so I felt like it was worth the endeavor. Okay, we're a little off to the right, but we can correct for that. There we go.
500.
Just a little low, which is fine because we need to stop this bird. Okay, get ready for it. Continue.
Straight out. Reverse thrust. 100 knots.
I'm not even touching the auto brake.
80 knots.
All right.
Reverse idle. $60 knots.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 4:55 p.m. and it's currently about 26 degrees Celsius. You cannot use your mobile device.
Smooth.
Please remain seated until the air traffic comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may not shift during the flight. If this is your final destination, please thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again.
Welcome to our destination. We'll be happy for a few moments with traffic. So the weather is dry and moderate temperatures. Station will have a light jacket to board the airplane. Once again, thanks for flying. We hope to see you on a future flight.
That little stutters when you load GSX. Annoys the hell out of me. Okay. Just keep going straight. Turn on the APU. Luckily, we have now got a brake temperature warning, so we handled the braking well. Very proud of that. Okay. Little freeze going on there. There we go.
Shutdown checklist. Hydraulic panel.
Set.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Flaps. Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Checklist complete.
Let's see, do we have working jetways here? No jetways are here. Just in the event, they don't even look like they work, but I'm just going to check the SODI just to make sure. Is it, what does it say? Nothing triggerable. Alright, so then we'll just request deboarding. With no workable jetways. So let's get on these doors. We have 2 of these coming, so... And then we'll open these. Guess we'll have to go ahead and do the last one. Back door 2. So there you have it. We had our flight from Chicago, Illinois to Aruba. And then our turnaround flight's going to be from Aruba to New York Liberty. But I really appreciate you tuning in. It's been a while since I posted, but I was determined to get a post in tonight because it's been forever and I needed to do something kind of for myself here. So we'll just set that secure flow. We'll have everybody start to disembark. And I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. Even in this time that I have not posted, you're still watching videos. You're still coming to the page. And for that, I am very grateful. Well, I'm hoping you're well. Be safe out there. Social distance. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. We're going to get through this COVID thing. And if nothing else, sit here. Flight sim while you're at home, and if your sim isn't working or you haven't got one that's gonna, you know, give you that kind of pleasure, you can watch these videos. Nevertheless, I hope you are well, and I look forward to seeing you again in the virtual skies. Yeah, my CPU is handling it. Look at how fast they're walking. Getting on the bus.